What is up, guys? North Digital Assets coming at you with another video. Thank you to everyone still watching. Even though the market's been down for so long, I get that most people just don't really give a shit anymore. We've been down for a long time. I think this is a very important time to actually watch and continue to pay attention of where the bottom is. This is the opportunity zone that you can wait years for, because when things go red again and we go up the rainbow chart and things are way up later, all the opportunity will be gone. Most of the opportunity will be gone, and that's when random people and random friends will message you saying, "What should I buy? Which crypto should I buy?" And it's like, dude, the opportunity was months ago. Okay, so we're in a zone right now where we're at a bottom, and we're near a bottom, very near a bottom, and we're going to talk about that today. And there's a really good sign that we see flash. That's just flashed that we're going to take a look at. That is an idea of crowns that I saw. That's awesome, and we're going to take a look at that here in a minute. So let's dive into this Bitcoin locally. What's going on here? So like we were saying, okay, all in here, what we were talking about is you have a low, which is this line. You have a higher low, which is this line, and this low was on. And I do believe, guys, that the bottom is in. Okay, June 18th, 2022, the bottom is in. I do believe that. So low, higher low, higher low. And just because the bottom in doesn't mean we're just going to run to the sky. All in here, we were talking about holding the last higher low locally at 20,700. And we were in this range at 23,000, 24,000. We were in that range. We were talking about 20,700 needs to hold because it's the last higher low. And it ended up coming down and holding it within like a couple $100. So it wasn't my call exclusively. There was other people talking about that as well. But a great call by everyone that it held on so far, still holding on. So for 2 days in a row, we got these two green candles here. So very nice. As long as you can do that and come back up as the stochastic momentum indicator starts to go back the other way, as long as you can hold that, you printed another higher low and held the support, and you can come up and print and then correct back down and create another higher low, okay? And you're just kind of climbing the stairs with these higher lows, okay? So that's where we're at locally. Now, let's take a look at the stochastic RSI right here. Trying to turn around. It doesn't always run right up, stays flat, but I will mention this from my video the other day, and this is very, very important, okay? I was talking about the other day how you can buy the EMAs. Here, you're obviously below the EMAs. You can buy the EMAs, and you can buy the bottom of the stochastic RSI. If you sold some pumps, be more patient than I was the other day. You would have got some amazing deals on everything. If you look over here on the right, Curve at 101, amazing deal. VeChain at 2.6 cents, amazing deal. Cardano at 45 cents. So if you were just a little more patient than I was, guys, I bought into some stuff when the stochastic was more like here. If you see this circle I just put here, okay, I bought more. Stochastic was the blue line was leading here. And a lot of the time, yes, you want to wait for it to come down and kind of flatten out on the daily stochastic and then start to head up and buy the bottom of that flat, okay? And I could have been definitely more patient by a couple days, and I would have got some amazing deals. My DCA would have been even prettier than it was. So keep that in mind. When you sell these pumps, wait for it to flatten out. I thought that Bitcoin in the altcoins were going to go more sideways as you were finishing coming down and flattening out here before coming up, and I was wrong. We had a little bit of we had a bigger correction than I thought, and it is what it is. But just be more patient and buy when that stochastic actually flattens out. Now, as far as a major signal here that we're talking about, so here it is on the hash ribbon, which I showed hash ribbons on my channel months and months ago. I've kind of forgot about this indicator for a little while, but just printed a buy signal on this hash ribbon, okay? So if I go here and we rewind, let's see here. Let's replay back to before we had this big drop in price here. Let's go back to August 18th. And if we do, as you can see, so we've now rewound in time back to August 18th, and that buy signal is not there from the hash ribbon. Now, when we hit play here, we're going to get the next day to pop up, okay? Little candle, boom, okay? On that drop there, on that big red candle, what did we get? We got this buy signal on the hash ribbon, which is actually really good news, really big news for Bitcoin, because in the past, we've had nice climbs of around 30 to 40% gains over the next 40 to 60 days on Bitcoin, which would push us up to roughly, if we zoom out here, up here, where that would take us roughly is from where we're at right now on the dotted red line, 20, let's see here, around 21,000. Where that would take us is up into this resistance range, and that is that 28,000 up to 31,000 in that range on that next move. Now, these are just probabilities, nothing certain, but these hash ribbon moves in the past, when you get that buy signal like that, typically you're getting a move up to, over the next, coming days, up into that range, okay? So very good news from Bitcoin. Let's not remove all drawings, let's just remove these last couple drawings. And let's actually take a look at some more of this signal that we've seen in the past. So we haven't seen this signal in, let's measure this out. We haven't not seen this signal from the center of this buy down here at the bottom to the center of this buy on the hash ribbon in 378 days, okay? That's a long time since seeing this buy signal on the hash ribbon on the daily, okay? So really good signal. Obviously, the last time we saw it was, okay, we got it after this little pullback, probably, let's see here. So we were here, we pump up a little bit, and then we have this little correction back. We got that buy signal there on the hash ribbon, okay? Something similar, and then obviously you can see after that last hash ribbon where you pump up here and you come up to 52,000 before a correction down, okay? So that's kind of what we're looking at from this hash ribbon call, is you get this buy signal, and we're looking at that move up to that 28 to 32,000, and then it might correct, and then it might end up correcting, come up, and then correct back down again. But definitely a bullish sign to see this hash ribbon print. We had one, like I said, 377 days ago. The last one before that is all the way back in December 2020. And when that one printed, obviously, you're here, and you obviously see this run up to $64,000. So that was big. So a lot of these movements, even this one here, still a decent movement, not as big, but we're talking about probabilities. Even this movement, 30-some%, 30 up to that little peak there, roughly 35%, okay? So obviously a really good signal that we have just printed, and very interesting that we get this bullish buy signal the day of this massive red candle. Let's zoom in a little closer here so we can see. So very interesting, like I just showed, I rewound and played that for you. On the day of that massive red candle that we dropped down from 23,000 down to right to that 20,700 that we were talking about and calling, while the stochastic is looking to reverse here sometime soon, start to flatten out. If I click play, let's bring us up to actually today, okay? Hit play, prints another candle, okay. So now we are live again, and we have that buy signal, and stochastic here trying to get some momentum to the upside. So a great signal, still holding local lower lows. I believe the bottom's in at 17,600 roughly on June 18th. Doesn't mean you can't come close to it again, but I don't think there's going to be new bottoms. That was the bottom. Even a double tap is possible because Bitcoin is crazy and crypto is volatile as hell, and we've been down for a long time. But right now we are holding low, higher low, higher low, higher low, and we just printed this signal, which statistically is going to push you up 30%, 40%, 50% over the next 40 to 60 days, and that's the averages on the hash ribbon, looking back through the history of the hash ribbon printing the buy signal on the daily time frame for Bitcoin. And what that means, obviously, for altcoins is obviously altcoins always follow the dominant one, Bitcoin. Okay, so really good signal that we just saw 2 days ago with the buy signal on the hash ribbon. Great to see. Remaining patient. Still waiting on my holding bags. Still holding all these coins here on the side here and DCAing in when it's smart dips. Obviously, you could have bought on this one on that big-ass red candle. If you have cash sitting on the side or new money coming in or Tether on the side, you can continue to DCA into those. all probabilities, no certainties. Yes, we could go lower and you could have even lower dips, but that's DCAing is. You get some here, you get some here. But do I expect that to happen? Not necessarily, and not while we're holding higher lows. As we continue to hold higher lows and the stochastics reversing and we're getting this signal, those things all combined with when I've been showing you the 200-week heat map over the last month or two that we were in dark blue and that it's showing we were near a bottom, really, or on the bottom. Combining all things, I still believe that Bitcoin should have some movement to the upside. We have some resistance here. The end of this peak resistance starts to roll at like 21,000. You can see here on the VPVR around 21,500. Then it kind of rolls off and the resistance ramps up again at 23,000. From 23,000 up to 24,200. So you got that resistance hump there, which has obviously held you down, and you can see it in the VPVR. But get up to 25,000 and close it. Obviously, these are all wicks, okay? There's just all wicks. There's no closing above 25. You hit 25, resistance. Hit 25, resistance. Hit 25, resistance. Okay, you got to get up to 25 and close up there with a candle body and start to close at 25. And what will that do for you? Start to close at 25 and you can roll right up to about 28.8 because there's not much resistance there on the VPVR. There's not much resistance, and then you're going to come up and find that resistance up there, okay? Lots of good signals, lots of good stuff when you're looking at macro. Very, very hard with Bitcoin or crypto to call what's going to happen in the short time frame. Very hard. And the volatility is the price you pay for returns, guys. But these shorter time frames are driven by leverage dynamics. A lot of it, the derivatives, a lot of it on these exchanges, all this leverage trading. So that's what a lot of this is in this shorter time frame. But when you zoom out, everything that I'm talking about here is bullish and macro. I still like how everything looks, even though it's felt like absolute shit. And it hasn't felt like an opportunity. Doesn't mean that it's not opportunity. And I've DCA'd in through here. Didn't get much in here. That's pretty hard to get. That happens real fast. But definitely DCAing in here and here. So gonna wait it out, and I think when you zoom out, there's a lot of opportunity over the next year or two, and we are near a macro bottom. That's just the bottom line. So good stuff today, and thank you guys for watching the channel. We're gonna catch you in the next video. See ya.